Hi everyone, welcome back once again. We'll continue our tense portions, okay? So today what we are going to deal with is the perfect tenses, okay? The perfect tenses are often confusing for some people, but believe me, it's quite simple, okay? So listen to my class clearly. So what we are going to learn is the perfect forms of all the three tenses, that is present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. Okay, shall we go? Yes, so now let's come to the perfect tenses. Okay, how can you identify that the given tense is a perfect tense? That's quite easy. The auxiliaries has, have and had denote that the given tense is the perfect tense. Okay, has, have and had. Okay, among them has and have is present perfect, whereas had is past perfect. Okay, has and have is present perfect, had denote past perfect. Okay, and along with has, have and had, we can use only the V3 form of the verb, the third form of the verb, the past participle form of the verb. Okay, has, have and had will follow the V3 form of the verb. Okay, so as I told you, the auxiliaries has, have and had denote perfect tense. Has and have is present perfect. Had is past perfect. Along with has and have and had, you can use only the V3 form of the verb. This is the basic aspect you have to consider when you refer to the perfect tenses. Now let's deal with the present perfect tense. Present perfect. Okay. See, this present perfect tense denotes a just completed action. Okay, or an action that has been completed in the immediate past. Or you could say an action that happened recently. Okay, a just completed action or an action that happened recently. It can be before 2 minutes or before 2 days or even before 2 weeks. Okay, see, consider the sentence. I have lost my purse. Means I have lost my purse recently. Okay, or just now. Okay, or just now I have lost it. Okay, just a moment before I have lost my purse, or I have lost my purse recently. Okay, see the format of the or the structure of this present perfect tense. See, have lost. Here, has broken. Here, has watched. Here, have started. Okay, I just referred earlier that has and have denote present perfect. So, the structural format of the present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus, as I told you, the V3 form of the verb. Okay, subject plus has or have plus V3 form of the verb. That is the structural format of present perfect tense. See, he is singular. So that's why you used the singular verb has. He has broken his leg. Okay, he is singular, that's why we use the verb also in its singular form, that is has. He has broken his leg means he has broken his leg recently. Okay, it is a just completed action. Okay, you can say it's a just completed action or the action has happened recently. He has broken his leg. Another example. She has watched that film 3 times this week. Okay, she has watched. She, again, she is singular subject. She is a singular subject. That's why you use the singular verb has. Okay, plus V3 form of the verb watched. Here also the V3 form of the verb broken. Break, broke, broken. Okay, same way here watch. The V3 form of watch is V3. Okay, the subject is singular, so we have used verb also in its singular form, that is has, plus V3 form of the verb. She has watched that film 3 times this week, means she has watched this film recently 3 times. Okay, that is it. Next, come to this sentence. We have started a new business. Means we have started a new business recently. Okay, just recently. That is it. Or you can say that this is a just completed action or an action happened recently. See, here the subject is we. You know that we is a plural subject. That's why we used the verb also in its plural form, that is have. Okay, you know that has is singular, have is plural. Here the subject is plural, so that verb also is in its plural form. Okay, we have started a new business, means we have started a new business recently. Okay, so come to this example. I have lost my purse. See, here the subject is singular, but the verb is in its plural form. Okay, when we studied simple present tense, we just discussed subject verb agreement. In that, I have clearly told you that I, even if it is a singular subject, it will always take a plural verb. Okay, I think you remember that. Okay, so I is singular, but I is an exceptional case. I, even if it is singular, it will always take a plural verb. That's why along with I, we used have here. Okay, that is it. I have lost my purse. Okay, means I have lost my purse recently. Okay, got it? Now, can I say what's the difference between simple past and present perfect? Both of them denote a completed action. Okay, suppose just one day before you have visited your uncle. Okay, the action has happened recently, means yesterday. Yesterday means recently, no. So the action has happened recently. So how will you say I visited my uncle? I visited my uncle yesterday. Or I have visited my uncle yesterday. Okay. See, in the first sentence, I used simple past tense, visited, simple past tense. In the second one, I used present perfect. Okay, so you may get confused. Actually, which tense we need to use here in this context? See, I have visited my uncle yesterday means recently, so that I can use a present perfect tense here, but I can also use simple past tense. So which one here you choose in such a context? Okay, this is very important. Okay, so I'll explain how is it. See, I visited my uncle yesterday. I have visited my uncle. See, when you just denote a particular point of time you have to use simple past tense. But in the present perfect tense, it's not compulsory that you should use the point of time. The point of time here is yesterday. Okay? So when you use simple past tense, you should definitely use the point of time, that is yesterday. But when you use present perfect, the point of time is not compulsory. Okay, so if you are referring to the point of time, you can use simple past tense. But if you're not mentioning this point of time, you can use present perfect tense. So that I visited my uncle yesterday is correct. I have visited my uncle. That is enough. No need of just pointing out the that point of time. Okay, that is the difference between present perfect and simple past. Okay, let's come to some other examples. Okay, my mother has sent me some sweets. My mother has sent me. Has sent me means present perfect. Present perfect. Has sent. Some sweets means recently. She has sent me some sweets. Okay, just consider this sentence. My mother sent me some sweets last week. Okay, here I just only used simple past. Okay, why? The point of time, that is last week, is clearly mentioned here. So that's why I used simple past here. But here in this sentence, I didn't use the point of time last week. I didn't use. So that you can use present perfect here. So that's the difference. Okay. Same sentences in a different way. Here it is present perfect. Here it is simple past. When you use simple past, you have to refer that point of time also. That exact time you have to mention. But when you're not pointing out that exact time or that point of time, you can use present perfect. That's why my mother has sent me some sweets. That's present perfect. You can use like this. And my mother sent me some sweets last week. Here you can use simple past tense. Another example. They have bought a car. They have bought means present perfect. Okay, have bought. They have bought a car, present perfect. See, they bought a car last Sunday. Here I used simple past. Why? Point of time is referred here, that is last Sunday. Okay, that particular point of time is clearly referred here, so you can use the simple past form. Here you see, they have bought a car. Here, the last Sunday means last Sunday, that point of time is not mentioned. So you can use present perfect here. So that's why they have bought a car. Present perfect. They bought a car last Sunday. Okay, so here we used simple past. That is, when you are confused whether to use present perfect or simple past, you should take care of this rule. Okay, if you are referring to that particular point of time, you should use simple past only. And if you are not at all mentioning that particular point of time, you can use present perfect. Now let's move on to the past perfect tense. Okay, past perfect tense. As I mentioned earlier, the auxiliary had denotes that the given tense is in the past perfect form. Okay, the auxiliary had itself will make you understand that the given tense is used in the past perfect. Okay, so the format of past perfect is subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb. Subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb. That is the structural format of past perfect. Okay, subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb. This tense is used to talk about an action that had completed before a certain point in the past. Got it? Okay, this tense is used to talk about an action that had completed before a certain point in the past. Okay, you'll understand when we go through the examples. Okay, see, she had published her first poem by the time she was 8. See, had published, subject plus had plus V3 form. Okay, structural format is this: subject plus had plus V3 form. Okay, past perfect. See, she had published her first poem by the time she was 8. Okay, by the time she was 8 is a certain point in the past, isn't it? A certain point in the past. Okay, see, so when she was 8, okay, she had published her first poem. Okay, this is the point, this is a certain point in the past by the time she was 8. Okay, just before that itself she had published her first poem. Okay, this action refers, it refers distant past, an action that had completed in the distant past. Okay, see, she had completed an action before this point of time itself. Okay, by the time she was 8. Okay, before she was 8, she completed her first poem, first collection of poem. Okay, that is it. Next one. We had finished all the water when we reached up the mountain. Okay, we reached up the mountain is a point in the past. Okay, reached up in the mountain is a point in the past. But before that itself, we had completed another action. What is that? We had finished all the water. Okay, so here this is a particular point in the past. We reached up the mountain. Okay, that's a certain point in the past. Before that point of time in the past itself, we had completed another action. That is, we had finished all the water. Okay, come to this example. I had arrived at the meeting point before our appointment time. Our appointment time is a certain point in the past. Appointment time. Okay, so that is the certain point in the past. So before that certain particular point in the past itself, we had completed another action. That is, we had arrived at the meeting point. Okay, before this certain point in the past, particular point in the past itself, we had completed another action. That is it. So here we used past perfect. Next one. She had lost her keys when she was there at her door. She reached there at her door is a certain point in the past. Okay, she reached at her door. So before that point itself, she had completed another action. What was that? She had lost her keys. Okay, she had lost her keys before she could reach at her door. That's the meaning, isn't it? So she reached at her door is a certain point in the past. So before that itself, she has completed another action. That is, she had lost her keys. Okay, there you can use past perfect tense. Okay, as I told you, past perfect tense can be used to talk about an action that had completed before a certain point in the past. Okay, so go through these examples once again, you will get it. The past perfect tense can also be used to refer about two past actions. Okay, that is, one event happened before another one in the past. Means two actions took place. Okay, two past actions took place in the past. Okay, two past actions are there and one was completed before the other. You have two past actions and one was completed before the other. See, just consider this example. You will understand then. Okay, I had finished all my work when he reached my home. Okay, so two past actions are there. One is this, I finished my work. I finished my work. Another action is this, he reached my house. He reached my house. Two past actions are there. Two past actions. One is I had finished all my work. Another one is he reached my home. See, I had finished all my work when he reached my house. So which action happened first? The first completed action is I finished all my work. Okay, that is the action that happened first. Okay, after that only he reached my home. So when you get two past actions, okay, before the first completed action, okay, you can use past perfect tense. Okay, so I finished my work is the first completed action, so there you can use past perfect tense. Okay, so I had finished all my work when he reached. Here only simple past. So that is it. Okay, when you talk about two past actions before the first completed action, okay, when you talk about the first completed action, you can use past perfect tense. Okay, that's it. Next one. The train had left when we reached the station. See, two past actions are here again. See, the train left the station. Okay, we reached the station. Which action happened first? The train left. That's the first completed action. So before the first completed action, you can use past perfect tense. So that's why the train had left, because this is the first completed action. That's why we used past perfect here. The train had left when we reached the station. After that only we could reach the station. So here only simple past, here past perfect. Okay. Next one. I had saved my document before the computer crashed. See, the computer crashed. That's a past action. Okay, that's one action that happened in the past. See, I saved my documents. I saved my documents. That's also another past action, which is the first completed action. Saved my documents. So that's the first completed action. I had saved my documents. See, this is the first completed action. So we used past perfect here. And the next completed action. Okay, so there we just only used simple past. The last one. The patient had died when the doctor arrived. Okay, the patient died is a past event, and the doctor arrived is also another past action. Okay, so which one is the first completed action? The patient died. Okay, so before the first completed action, you can use past perfect. Okay, so that's why the patient had died. First completed action. It's in past perfect. The patient had died when the doctor arrived. Arrived is only in simple past. Okay, so what we discussed is this. When we refer about two past actions, in the first completed action, we can use past perfect tense, whereas the second completed action will remain only in simple past tense. Look here, two past actions are referred here. I read a lot about him. Read, simple past. Another one. I visited him. Visited is another simple past tense. Okay, two past actions are referred here. I read a lot about him, simple past. I visited him, simple past. So let's see how these sentences has been converted to past perfect. Okay, see, when I visited him, I had read a lot about him. Means after reading a lot about him only, I just visited him. Okay, so that is it. So when I visited him, I had read a lot about him. I had read a lot about him. This is the first completed action. Okay, after reading a lot about him only, I just visited him. Okay, so before the first completed action, we have used past perfect here. Okay, see, now you understood how two past actions are converted to past perfect. For example, I completed the workshop. I received a trophy. Two past actions. Okay, I completed, simple past tense. The workshop. Okay, another one. I received, simple past, a trophy. Okay, so two past actions are referred here. Let's see how it's converted to past perfect tense. See, before I received a trophy, I had completed the workshop. Okay, means only after completing the workshop he could receive a trophy. So the first completed action is he has completed the workshop. That's why he completed the workshop. So that's why we used past perfect here. Had completed. Okay, first completed action is thus he completed the workshop. So that's why I had completed the workshop. Okay, see, before I received a trophy, I had completed the workshop. See, before and when act as some signal words, key terms to refer past perfect tense. Means when we refer to two actions, okay, one action has completed before the other. Okay, so that's why we used past perfect here. So now you understood how simple past tense can be converted to past perfect tense. Next is the future perfect tense. The structural format of future perfect tense is subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 form of the verb. Okay, subject plus will or shall. It's equivalent to future. Plus perfect have is denoted by perfect tense. Okay, so subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 form of the verb. That is the structural format of the future perfect tense. Okay, so the future perfect tense refers an action. The action that will get completed at some time in the future. Okay, that is an action that will get completed at a particular point of time in the future. An action will get completed at a particular point of time in the future. Okay, for that you can use future perfect tense. Okay, an action that will get completed at a particular point of time in the future. For example, the IPL match shall have finished by 2 o'clock on Sunday. Here, the point of time is 2 o'clock on Sunday. Okay, 2 o'clock on Sunday. That's the point of time. See, this action will get completed at this point of time. The point of time is 2 o'clock. what's the action, future action? The IPL match shall have finished. Okay, it may get finished. Okay, so this action will get completed in the future, and the point of time is also given, that is 2 o'clock. Okay, so the IPL match shall have finished. It's format. Will or shall plus have plus V3 form of the verb. That is it. So the IPL match shall have finished by 2 o'clock on Sunday means this action will get completed in the future. That is 2 o'clock. That's the point of time, 2 o'clock in the future, 2 o'clock. Okay, which action gets completes? That is the IPL match that will get finished by 2 o'clock. This is the point of time. Okay, that is it. Then I will have finished stitching this shirt by tomorrow. See, tomorrow is the point of time here. Tomorrow is the point of time. Which action will get completed? See, I will have finished stitching this shirt. Okay, stitching this shirt is the action which may get completed by the point of time. What is that point of time? Tomorrow. Okay, so by tomorrow, that's the point of time. One action will get completed in the future. That is, stitching of this shirt will get completed. Okay, so I will have finished. Subject plus will or shall, subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 form of the verb. Okay, the last one. I will have finished my cooking before he comes to meet me. He comes to meet me is the point of time. The time when he comes to meet me, that's the point of time. So before this point of time, what action will get completed? I will have finished cooking. Okay, I will have finished cooking. That's the action which is going to be completed in the future before a point of time. Which is the point of time? When he comes to meet me, that's the point of time. Okay, so I will have finished my cooking before he comes to meet me. See, subject will or shall plus have plus V3 form of the verb. Okay, got it? So this is the future perfect tense. It's quite easy. It is used to refer that an action will get completed in the future at a point of time. Okay, I'm sure the lessons that we have learned today is very clear and convincing to all of you. Okay, we will meet with another lesson next day. Till then, bye-bye.